Okay, video detail notes, Lowe's 1626 customer frusha. There is a little bit of structure change here that we're doing, actually a lot of structure change that we're doing. So I want to show you the structure of the kitchen and the outside area into the kitchen, living room area before we get started. So notice up here that we've got a dent in the upper alignment. That upper ceiling level, that plane of that ceiling is not even with the outside wall here. The customer is going to be removing, you see the blue tape on the wall here, customer is going to be removing this outside corner all the way back to the interior of that closet back in there. So this whole corner right here is bumping out, is going away. So if you take a look, the ceiling plane will be extended on over into that, and that little notch will probably stay, or it might get bumped out flush again. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing there. But now the other thing over here on this side, if you look, the interior width of the room was really tight. So the builder got creative and went ahead and did a bump with a platform on the top here, did a bump of that ceiling and then an outside wall and a pass-through to the front room to be able to set the sink and the other cabinets against it. So walk over here to this side. If you look, it's just a ledge. See there? It's a ledge above and a bump, again, with the ceiling and the cabinets to come forward enough to have room to walk inside there. So start right here at this corner. The measurements I give you for this door and that return is 4 inches, but then you've got the thickness of the wall and then you've got the return down the other side. So let's go inside here real quick. Okay, so inside of here, do you see the seam in the ceiling right here? Well, that seam, of course, is where the break in the sheetrock would have been, where they went ahead and added it to the outside. But if you take a look, that corner to this part here, this is a lean-in pantry structure. That lean-in pantry structure is being removed as well, so that you have basically just a corner of the room. There's not going to be anything there as far as any kind of structure, just the corner of the room. Now turn and come down this direction. This bulkhead, this wall, this was the outside corner I showed you just a minute ago. That's being removed. And then if you step in here, you can actually see this was what was the washer and dryer area, the right and left hand. They call it Jack and Jill washer and dryer. So you actually have these two separate areas. This wall I just walked through is actually being removed, okay? So from this corner trim to the outside wall, which is going to be the outside corner again in my drawing, that's where you got your 41¼ inch measurement for that outside corner. Now starting there, you've got your cabinet measurement or your door measurement here, your return measurement into the corner, and the measurement I'm giving you of 187 and some odd is from this wall through the wall all the way to the other corner of the room down there past the lean-in pantry. Now I'm doing this because there's nothing here structurally that's been changed yet, and there's no electrical or plumbing, none of that kind of thing that's actually been modified to the house yet. The house is still original as it was, but some of the planning that we're doing is going to include new center lines of cooktops or stoves, new center lines of where ovens and microwaves are going to be. So the customer is definitely going to need elevations whenever you get done with this, to where they can pull their plumbing and pull their electrical and everything to where they need to go in the layout. Now, on this wall actually has the sink and the dishwasher come across. This wall is being removed and being replaced as an island in the middle of the room. So if you take a look at my drawing that I did, you can actually see the dash lines are actually structure that's being removed. See here as well, dash lines being removed there. These 97.5, these 187.75, these measurements are actually your structure that will remain, okay? And the ceiling height inside of that structured area is 96 inches inside of there. At this point, that's really all I can do. The other thing we talked today about was on the design of this. Talked to the customer about the wood hood being here against the ceiling, the 9-inch cabinet to the right, the standard cabinet to the left. Talking about reconfiguring this a little bit to where we have a 36-inch cabinet here with a hinge restrictor instead of a 3-inch fill. Putting a hinge restrictor on that one. And then on this side, putting the 33 up against the range and getting rid of the 9 and the 12 by maybe a 21 over here in the corner, or making it an 18 and a 36 to be symmetrical on either side of the corner. But in the base, they do want the 9 on the left and the 9 on the right. But if you see that, you've got actually a filler there and a filler above. and you got a filler against this left-hand wall. There's only one filler required on this run for everything to work, and that would be right here as far as the end. So you should be able to budge that over a little bit. Even if that has to be 4 inches, you definitely want to have all your filler in one spot. You don't want to break this up with fillers on the wall. Now, as far as the other wall, the return length on that wall is 117 in this design, but 97.5 inches is what you actually have to your outside corner. So this will be reworked a little bit to make that work. 39 inches on your fridge may be excessive. 37 is for sure what we need. So if this is a cabinet company that offers a 37-inch refrigerator cabinet, that's what we're looking for. The other thing is your 3-inch RRs can be 1.5-inch RRs, or they could also be WTEPs, which are only 3/4 inch. It's according to how much room you're trying to get out of this corner right here as to what size those refrigerator panels need to be. Don't want to waste 6 inches of space with wide refrigerator panels. Okay, if you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call at 423-650-1051. I hope this helps you out. Have a good day.